Hi guys, so I wanted to do this video on basically a makeup starter kit because a lot of you guys asked me that, you know, if you're starting out with makeup, then what should you guys invest in and what are some of the basic things that you would need without having to spend that much money. So I thought I'll just talk you through that. If I was having, you know, if I could go back in hindsight and, you know, really choose a makeup starter kit, what I would have bought. I think starting off with the kind of things that you should invest your money in is one very good high quality foundation. Like with foundation, buy the best kind of foundation that you can afford, and I would buy either Bobbi Brown or I would buy Mac. Bobbi Brown, the long wear even finish foundation, or Mac Face and Body are two of my favorites. And then if you don't want to spend that much money, and then in the cheaper range there is the Revlon Color Stay, and there is the new Loreal foundation, the Loreal Magic Liquid Nude or something like that it's called, and the Bourjois Healthy Mix is really good as well. So these are kind of like a range of foundations that you could start with. These are really good foundations to own. That's the first thing you need, is a good solid foundation, because even if you have nothing else, if you just make your skin look really stunning, then even with just eyeliner and lip gloss, it looks like you've got a perfectly made up face. So you really don't need much else. Apart from foundation, depending on what your needs are, I might or might not get a concealer. If you have very heavy under eye circles, definitely get a concealer. And if you have you know, spots on your cheeks a lot, then yes, get a concealer. And again, invest in your concealer as well. MAC makes some really good concealers. You can get the MAC Studio Fix, or you could get the Pro Longwear concealer. I use the Bobbi Brown Tinted Eye Brightener, but I just use it on my under eye circles. So yes, get a good high quality concealer, even if that costs money. So the places where you can really go cheap in are basically lipsticks. I think that if I had to kind of have a starter kit, I would buy one like My Lips but better kind of lipstick, like a very natural looking lipstick, and I would buy one which is more of a pink lipstick. So I would probably not go for a MAC if you're doing a starter kit. You want to experiment with what looks good on you before you go ahead and make a heavy duty purchase, right? So I would go with Colorbar. I think Colorbar makes some of the best quality affordable lipsticks, and some of my favorites are Nude Coral. That's like a peachy brown. It's almost like a My Lips but better. For pink, I like Colorbar's Dreamy Pink, which is a really nice looking pink as well, and they have a range of like a lot of different colors to choose from. So I would just pick one pink from them and one pinky brown or a peachy brown for them for everyday wear. So that's what I would get in my starter kit. As far as eyeshadows are concerned, I would again not go with MAC for now, or for the higher end brands. What you could do is Inglot. For 300 rupees they have their refills, which are really value for money. I don't know if they've increased their prices now, but just get a gold eyeshadow and get one matte brown eyeshadow, and that's all you need. Because until you really kind of know what really looks good on you, there's no point going ahead and buying colored eyeshadows, which can sometimes be too bold. Gold with just brown in your crease looks good with everything. So get that, because you can wear that with Indian wear, you can wear that with Western wear, and that's kind of, you don't need too much else until you get a little more experience. In terms of brushes, I have a whole video on brushes which I will link right over here. So you can check that video out about which brushes to buy and which not. But just to recap, invest in a foundation brush. The rest of the brushes, go cheap and get drugstore brushes. Invest in a foundation brush and a blending brush, like an eyeshadow blender for your crease. But everything else you can go cheap, that's not a problem. Blushes, I would go with drugstore blushes as well, like L'Oreal makes some really nice blushes, as well as Colorbar makes some nice blushes as well. Inglot makes some nice blushes as well, and even some of Lakme's are not that bad. So I would go and buy some blushes from these kind of brands. And finally, coming to eyeliners, I mean, I still use drugstore eyeliners. Like the Maybelline Hyper Glossy is like my favorite eyeliner. So I would do that. Same with kajal. There's no point in kind of buying very expensive kohl when you're just starting out, at least. Mascara, even if you're a pro, I would recommend getting a really cheap mascara, because mascaras dry out in 3 to 4 months. So even if you're spending like 2 grand on a mascara, eventually 4 months later it's going to dry out. There's no point. So you might as well scrimp over there as well. So that's about it in terms of your starter kit. Invest in your foundation, invest in your concealer, invest in all your base products. The rest of the stuff, pick up your drugstore things. And if you really want to splurge, like if you're just you just want a luxury kind of splurge, go ahead and buy, you know, the expensive brands. But in terms of what you really need, you can get it from the drugstore brands as well. And in terms of colors to watch out for, again with blushes, I would say pick one pink one and one peach one, so that it kind of goes with everything without you having to worry about having 10 different kinds of blushes, because that's pretty much all you will need. Hope you guys liked this video and it was helpful for you to build your own starter kit. If you did, then don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and please leave your video requests in the comments below. Bye guys, see you soon.